2 days later, Kilo and Dina ask Maïduco and Abba to help them. Their reputation as hunters is great. They possess magical powers. The two veterans scold the men for their clumsiness that enabled the python to get away. For them, the reason is the sad result of having refused to be initiated when they were younger. Had Kilo and Dina done so, they would have learned the secrets needed to foil the giant snake's tricks. They would also have known how to get the spirits on their side, without which no hunt can succeed. But Abba and Maïduco were old friends of Kilo and Dina's late father, who did them many favors. In his memory, they agree to help Kilo send his son to school. They will capture the giant snake and give the skin to Kilo, but they will keep the meat for themselves. The two men are extraordinary scouts. At a glance, they know if a burrow is inhabited and by what kind of animal. This one is the home of a porcupine. Just before nightfall, Maïduco finds a burrow which seems to belong to a big snake. There, the giant snake went in through that hole. There's another way out over there. We'll see if that's where he left. No, there's no trace. He's still inside. We'll spend the night here and dig tomorrow. What month is this? The month of the great cold. That's why pythons don't go out much. We were stupid. We forgot to take a gourd of bilbil. Yes, but if you drink too much, the snake will bite you. Hippos, you hear? They must be fighting. At daybreak, it looks as if there is a winner and a loser. Maïduco and Abba use the same method for capture as Kilo and Dina. They follow the gallery, and after a series of holes, they reach the reptile's den. The two men may not remember exactly when they were born, but they haven't forgotten the time when the village depended on their ability to capture giant snakes to pay Lamido's tribute. Every year, the village gave a certain number of elephant tusks, lion, and snake skins to this lord, who, although he has renounced this form of tribute, still reigns today over the land of his ancestors. At last, the hunters have spotted the python. They search for his head. The animal's head is run through with a spear, and the snake dies quickly. The two hunters made sure to stay away from the demon's incredible jaw, since if it bites, it never lets go. Although the bite is not venomous, it is extremely infectious. Carelessness has often led to a quick death by blood poisoning. As agreed, Maïduco and Abba divide the snake into two parts. The skin goes to Kilo and Dina, while the other two men keep the flesh, which they will eat. Back in the village, the python's skin is stretched out on the ground to be cleaned. The sun and the salt will burn the flesh and stop the natural deterioration of the skin, which begins as soon as the animal dies. It will be well conserved until it is finally tanned. Kilo and Dina are impressed by the snake's length, nearly 6 meters. To defeat such a monster, Maïduco and Abba must have great magical powers. Gibi would never have believed that a snake could be so big. Maïduco is very proud and cannot resist talking about his past exploits. One day I followed a huge trail. When I saw the snake, he just caught an antelope and was smothering it inside his frightening body. I waited for him to swallow the animal, since with his mouth full he couldn't attack me. Then I hit him and went back to the village with 2 catches instead of 1. Once the salting is over, Maïduco and Abba remain alone with the snakeskin to thank the spirits and, through a final magic ritual, to prevent the spirit of the giant snake from coming back to haunt them. At the same time, in the village square, everyone is celebrating the cotton harvest, which will soon be over, and which will mean a little money for everyone. Kilo and his family are also happy. The sale of the snake's skin will make up for the loss of their cotton crop. Gibi will get his notebooks and textbooks. A giant snake is dead, but only so that a child can go to school.